Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you all the cubes I got during 2021. I'll leave a playlist in the description of collection videos in the past so you can see the rest of my collection. So yeah, let's hop into the video. So first up is 3x3s. Now this year I've gotten 9 different 3x3s, not counting smart cubes. So I'm going to be showing 3 at a time. So here are the first 3. And by the way, these aren't in order that I got them. They're just ones I picked out that kind of complement each other. So of course, as you can't really see from this one, but these are all MoU budget puzzles. First here we got an RCM 2020. This is actually the second RCM 2020 I got. I got the first one of course during 2020. But this one I picked up this year. It's actually the one I mained for a while, as you can tell from my sticker on it. And everybody knows a lot about the RCM 2020. It is, in my opinion, the best budget cube out right now. And it still came out all the way back in 2020. But I can't wait to see what we get in 2022 that could compete with this. Actually, I know I said I mained this for a while, but I'm actually still maining this in a way. There's another cube that I'm testing out right now, so I'm kind of maining it in a way. But yeah, pretty much my main right now. So yeah. Next up to go with the RCM 2020 is the RCM 2021. I made a whole unboxing video on this, and you guys seem to like it. I even made a review video with Qiyi Wuxia, which you can look it up here, but please watch the rest of this video first. I really liked the new Maglev, and I always like fast puzzles, so I kind of like that they kept the original RCM 2020, just made it faster. Of course, I'm hoping for an RCM 2022, if they do one, that it's more of an actual design revamp than just an added feature to the old one. Yeah, that's the RCM 2021. Now this year, this is the Meilong M. Now I don't have many sticker puzzles, but this is one of the ones I have. And it's an interesting one. Now it performs amazing. It's not known to be as good as something like the RCM 2020, but it's still really good. And actually a surprising thing, when I was picking up all these cubes to make sure that they were still, like, they performed half decently, because some of them haven't used in a long time, I was really surprised at how this performs. Like, it's really fast yet controllable. But based on a couple solves I did on it right before starting recording, I mean, this is a really good cube. Really underrated. So here are the next 3. All actually from different companies. So we'll start over here. This is the pretty new released Qiyi MP. So the Qiyi MP is supposed to be more of a mid-ranger, coming in I think like 18 bucks unless they lower the price, which I actually think they did. But it's a really good performer, and I personally really like the way it turns. It's supposed to be a lot like the Tornado, which I actually don't have. It has a really simple and straightforward adjustment system. I'm not going to talk about the adjustment systems on everything, but if it's something noteworthy, like a really simple and nice to use one, then I'm going to talk about it. And also, you guys seem to fairly like my video on it. And it probably was one of my favorites, if not my favorite video I made all of 2021. Anyway, on to the next cube. I never actually made a video on this cube, but it is the Tengyun V2. I got this one from my cousin, and I really like it. I actually tried to get to maining it one time, but it wasn't really main worthy for me. It's really quiet. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, it feels really nice, just not really my thing. Like I said, it performs pretty good. It's just an overall like decent like mid-range cube, even though the price isn't really mid-range, but it's more of a mid-range performer for me. So yeah. So next up is this cube. This is the MS3-V1 Enhanced edition. Now I've made multiple videos on this cube, one unboxing it, I made a quick review on it, and a comparison between it and the 11M Pro. And if you want to see any of that, just go to my channel, or I might even link it all below, but I'm not sure. But overall, this cube still, and I've had it for a while, and it's been out for a while now, and there's been a new iteration of it to come out, which I don't have, called the MS3L, I think. It still has a really unique feel that I still haven't felt in any other cube I have. It just feels so nice to turn, and it performs pretty good too. It was really hyped when it came out, and it was like pretty good. I mean, it was MS Cube's first cube they made, so I mean, especially for that, it was really good, and it still is really good to this day. So the next 3 are flagships. Now I know these other 2 were also flagships, but these are the most hyped and noteworthy ones as of right now. So first is this, and if you haven't already recognized it, this is the RCM 2021. I made this thing for a while before I swapped to the RCM 2020, and it is amazing. It is only I think like 23 or 24 bucks if you get like the light edition, which is the exact same thing, just without the fancy box stuff. But it's to this date my top 3 at least favorite cubes, if not my favorite, because I really like the way it turns. It performs amazingly. To me, the shades are great. and I really like the all primary internals. And of course they released the Maglev version, which had purple internals, and for a while I had the Maglev out of my RS3M Maglev in here, and I liked it, but I swapped it back just because I didn't really want to have 4 RS3M 2020s. So yeah. But yeah, like I said, one of the best cubes of 2021, if not the best cubes of 2021, if not the best cube still in the earlier weeks of 2022. So yeah, the next up is the MGC Evo, which came out on the tail end of 2021. I actually just made my video on this a week before this video right here is coming out, so if you want to go check that out, I'll leave a link to it in the description. The feeling of it's great, but it also has a lot of flaws. It's great for spamming TPS because it's really fast, and it just has an amazing feeling. The adjustment system's pretty straightforward. But yeah, like I was saying, in final solves, I mean, it slips out of my hands, it corner twists very easily, it locks up quite a bit, and just overall, if you want to know my full unboxing and review, mostly the review part where you get to see my final thoughts, kind of like this, then be sure to click the link in the description. But yeah, that's the MGC Evo. In my opinion, didn't really live up to the hype. Okay, next up, now this is a big one, and this is one that I can't really talk about much because my video on it actually hasn't come out yet, but this is the GAN 12, the Maglev one specifically. And it has all the fancy UV coating, Maglev, all that stuff. But as much as I can say about it right now, it is tough for me to get used to. But I'm really liking it, and I really like the feel of it. And I'm really liking the auto alignment system. And that's what I was saying before about the RS3 in 2020, which is that this is my main right now, but also I'm trying to get used to this so it can be my main because it has a great potential. It's just taking me a bit to get used to it. But yeah, so far, really good cube. Can't say too much though. If you want to see my full unboxing on it, if you're watching this when that unboxing is out, link to it will be in the description. But if not, be sure to subscribe and put on post notifications if you want to see it when it comes out. And also, just to go with 3x3s, this is an unopened RS3 in 2020, which I'm saving for a video coming soon. Okay, so next up are going to be smart cubes. Now, I have a couple of these, and both of them I got during this year. And actually, both are great for a comparison, which I'll be doing sometime soon. Maybe not soon, but just sometime in the next few months. I got a lot of videos scheduled up. And first I'm going to do the Rubiks connected because I'm actually not doing a video on this, but I have a video coming up on this very soon. Be sure to subscribe and put notifications on. Like I said with the GAN 12, if you want to see that video, be sure to do that. Anyway, so the Rubiks connected, I mean, it is the best performing Rubiks branded cube out there right now, which is kind of funny. They'll go out for a Bluetooth cube, but they won't just make a standard good Rubiks branded cube. I don't get it. The performance is actually pretty decent. For me, it's not as good as the iCarry. The thing about this is just the app. The app is absolutely horrible. Half the time it doesn't even connect. When you're up against somebody, you can't go until the counter counts down on inspection. You can't go before the 15 seconds are over. And the problem with that is that when I have used it is usually where I accidentally go without thinking before inspection's over. And then I get a DNF and lose. You're just gonna have to get used to starting when the 15 seconds exactly end. If you start anytime before 15-second inspection ends, then you DNF immediately. So yeah, next up's the iCarry. I really like how this thing performs. I got it at a Black Friday sale. So I got it for like 16 bucks, and it's really good. And yeah, just to say real quick, this thing's 60 bucks. So yeah, off the bat, this thing retails for like 36 bucks, and it's way better than this. The app is way better. It connects really easily. The Versus is great. But yeah, if you're going for a Bluetooth cube, I just highly recommend the GAN iCarry. Okay, so next up's gonna be 2x2s. So I've gotten two 2x2s this year. One I got near the earlier days of the year, and this other one I actually got very recently, actually at the beginning of 2022, but I got it before recording this video, so I'm gonna put it in the video. Anyway, so I'll do this one first because this one I've actually made a video on. This is the Qiyi Wuxia M. It's pretty outdated. I mean, it came out in like 2018, I think. It still performs pretty good, and I get almost the same times on this as I do my other cubes, but I mean, it's just not as good as other cubes, especially not other more recent cubes, because besides this, because I got this way before this, and besides this and this, obviously, I hadn't got a new 2x2 since like 2020. So, but especially with the way newer ones now, like this thing, this is not worth it at all, especially for like, I think the $27 it was before it discontinued. Anyway, if you can get this, I wouldn't get this, so yeah. Now this I can't talk too much about. Just like the GAN 12, I haven't done a video on this yet, but I have one in the works. Anyway, this is the WeiPo WRS. It is what seems to be the bee's knees of 2x2s right now. I got it because I haven't gotten a new 2x2 in a long time. It has a lot of adjustability, which is really cool. I'm not done setting it up yet or practicing with it, but it should be my new main. Just look out for it in Road to Sub 2 on 2x2 episode 2, which should be coming out at the end of this month. Okay, next is 5x5. Now, I didn't get a new 4x4 during 2021, but I did get a new 5x5, and this is the Meilong 5x5 M. It performs decent, and it doesn't cost that much money, and I'm not big into 5x5, and when I got this, I even said I'm going to get more into 5x5, because it's a half decent 5x5. It isn't the best. As you can tell from this turning, I'm not that good at 5x5, and the reason is I haven't touched this thing since I got it. I didn't really fulfill that goal of getting into 5x5 with this, but you know, it's alright. It's a generic 5x5, it's magnetized. It's better than most budget 5x5s, but it's nowhere near as good as what I assume the MGC 5x5, or as good as probably what the Volk 5x5. It's nowhere near as good as any big 5x5. Anyway, next up is side events. So I've gotten 3 new side events cubes in 2021, but actually this one I haven't made a video on yet. I got this to get more into Pyraminx because the only one I had before was this crusty old Metrix Pyraminx. But yeah, I've already set it up. I just have to learn better algorithms because all I know is beginner's method right now, and I'm really slow. So I'm gonna have to get better at this. But yeah, I don't know much about Pyraminx. From what I've heard from my Pyraminx solving friends is that it's one of the best Pyraminxes, and it's still really cheap. So yeah, YuXin Magic M Pyraminx. Yeah. Next up is this, and this is actually the YuXin Magic Skewb. This is actually my first Skewb I've ever gotten, and my only Skewb I have. And I haven't actually practiced it. I mean, I got like 1 4-second solve as like a fluke. All I had to do was the first side, and then everything else was solved somehow. So that was really lucky. I mean, it's an okay beginner Skewb, but it's not that great. And I'm not that great, so it's kind of good that I have this Skewb. So yeah, there's my YLM Skewb. Okay, next up, now this is actually a toss-up for me. I got this also from my cousin. Oh, I didn't mention I got this from the same cousin. I got the Tengyun V2 along with this, also the same cousin. Shout out, thanks, cuz. Anyway, I'm not sure if this is the YLM Square-1 or the Volt Square-1. I don't know the difference. I don't know anything about Square-1, but I don't know how to solve Square-1. I just know how to get into cube form. I have not put away enough time to learn how to solve Square-1, so it is the only cube I have that always stays unsolved. There you go. I mean, it's very smooth, you know, nice Square-1, I guess. It's hard to say how good it is when I don't know almost anything about Square-1, and I don't even know what Square-1 it is, so I mean, it's just some decent magnetic Square-1, so yeah, there you go. So now I'm going to do the one non-WCA puzzle I got this year. I think this is like a Qiyi Kilominx. I don't know what it's called, but I just know it's a Kilominx. It's pretty fun just to fiddle with. I know I'm saying that, but I haven't actually touched it since like March, I think. So I mean, it's okay. It is basically just a 2x2 for a Megaminx. But yeah, that's the Qiyi Kilominx. Anyway, guys, that's it for the video. And I know it sounds crazy, but I will have linked down below every video I've made on all of these cubes, and that'll only be up to this point, but that'll also include videos like this and this that I have recorded, just not out yet, but no videos after that point. But I should give you a great variety of videos. If there's any of these cubes you want to know more about and I've made a video on it, which almost all of these I have, then they'll be in the description below. And also what will be in the description below is a playlist, like I said before, of my 2020 cube collection videos. I made like 5 because I didn't want it to be too long, so I just split them up into parts. But if you want to go see the rest of my cube collection, which is like this, but I think doubled, so there's a lot more to look at if you want to go look at those. So you can go watch those videos down below. I think they should be about the same quality as this video, maybe slightly less quality, but I mean, it should be about the same this point last year. So yeah, anyway guys, that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you did. If you want to see any of these future videos I have planned, then be sure to put on post notifications to not miss it. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time.